Welcome to another episode of Tom's Carp Fishing Journey, and today you find me down in the West Midlands on a lake exclusive, but with a bit of a twist. This is actually going to be a tuition, and I've got dad and son travelling down as we speak from the northwest, and yeah, they're going to spend 24 hours with me. They booked in with me around several weeks ago, but due to other commitments and other fishing and tuitions, I couldn't quite fit them in for several weeks. So anyway, the time's come, it's come around pretty fast, and I think the young lad and his dad are both absolutely buzzing to get down here. I've got down here early to set up and prepare some stuff for us, and yeah, they're going to spend 24 hours with me, and we're going to go through absolutely everything. They're new to carp fishing. I think they've been fishing for several months or something like that, so we're going to go through everything from rigs to baiting strategy, weather conditions, you know, absolutely everything, and hopefully we can put a few fish on the bank whilst the lads are here with me. It's not going to be as easy as I'd like it to be, you know. It's the height of summer, there's a lot of, you know, problems with oxygen around the country, but I am on a lake where I have done well every other time I've been here. I think I've had 110 bites on this lake in around 12 nights, so pretty successful in the last few trips here, and I've actually got a couple of films on this place on YouTube already. So yeah, I'm going to wait for them to get down here, I'm going to get them set up, and then we're going to have a walk around the lake, and yeah, we're going to get into the tuition. I'm here for 24 hours, and we need to absolutely maximise the time we've got in order to try and put a couple of fish on the bank for these two lads. Obviously I feel a little bit of pressure because, you know, that I want to do well with them, and you know, most of all, you know, they enjoy themselves and they learn loads and they can implement that into their own fishing going forward. So yeah, I'm going to make some rigs up now, get a little bit more prep done, ready for the lads arriving in around an hour's time, and yeah, we'll catch you in a bit when the lads arrive. Whilst waiting for Dad Darren and son Evan to arrive for the tuition, I got some prep work done, tying rigs and making PVA mesh bags. Just a little bit more on the tuitions that I offer. It's basically for beginners and, you know, novices, or even if someone's been out of fishing for a few years and they're not up to date with the carp fishing scene and they want to just scrub up, they're also welcome. If you want to book or you want to inquire about booking, drop me a message at tomscarpfishingjourney@hotmail.com, or drop a comment on one of my videos on my YouTube channel. Basically, the session, the price includes all terminal tackle, all bait from my sponsor, and obviously includes the fishing. Now, a little bit of a twist with my tuitions is that the lakes we fish on are exclusive to ourselves, so we don't go to day tickets, you know, like a lot of them do. I like just to have a lake exclusive for ourselves where the people who are learning don't feel uncomfortable with other people being there, and we can really home in and get them to take on board what it is I'm trying to implement into their fishing. All the sessions are tailored for where you're at, so if there's something you want to pick up on, or something you want to learn, or there's something you want to, you know, learn more about, then you can just let me know and I can tailor it to whatever you want. But with these lads today, we're going to be concentrating on the basics and getting the basics right, you know, in order to put fish on the bank. So yeah, if you want to inquire, drop me a comment on the video, or go over to my Facebook page, Tom's Carp Fishing Journey, or my email that I just provided a moment ago. So yeah, happy days. I utilised the bench area to get some stuff out in preparation for their arrival. Somewhere we could mix a spod mix, tie rigs, do some basic rig demonstrations and mechanics of how the rigs work that we was going to be using. Evan and Dave have now arrived for their tuition. They're just getting themselves sorted out on the peg down from me, and I've got my 3 rods out now. I've put my rods out this session just to maximise the chance of getting bites for the lads. So yeah, that's the plan. They're going to put 3 out, I put 3 out. And yeah, hopefully we can pick a few fish up from them. We're going to start getting properly into the tuition in the next hour, just letting them get set up. They've just had a pretty long drive down here to meet me, and yeah, it's looking stunning, it's looking good. Just going to put a couple of fish on the bank now, hopefully we can. After a long drive in heavy traffic, they finally arrived to the lake around midday. I give them a good hour to get all set up and comfortable in the swim before we began the tuition. I got them to double up in a swim that was closest to the car park, a swim that had been really good to me in the past. Absolutely pungent. It lets off extra food signals, so when I'm doing a mix, this is always in any mix that I do.
All the smell and everything.
Yeah, this is going to go in any mix I do, any kind of spod mix, wherever I'm fishing. So we'll start off with just some pellet, small pellet, and then we're going to put in the spicy squid and krill from our range. When I'm fishing for fish like this, where we are today, these fish are reared on pellet. They absolutely love pellet, you know. So the base of my mix, what I work around, is pellet all the time. Probably going to go in about half a kilo of boilie into that mix in there, and then we're going to go. These pellets here are the ones we're testing at the moment. Insect pellet from Specimen Cave. We're just in the final stage of testing them at the minute. They're not actually for sale yet.
Like the DNA bug, that's how you get.
Very, very similar to the DNA ones. Yeah.
Well, our next set of basically
really simple mix that we're going to use.
They're local as well, aren't they? They're local to us, I think. Specimen Cave or local.
No, so
are they?
No,
oh,
so
aren't they? I thought they were.
The guys from London.
Oh, I thought you were from the northwest.
The gaffer's from London, called Darren. He's a good lad. Not met him yet, but yeah. So this is basically how simple it's going to be. As you can see there, get it out for you to see. This is what we're going to use. We're going to use it like that. So when that goes into the water,
sounds silly. How come it's green? Is that the pellet?
No, that's the squid and krill.
Oh, did you put that in it as well? I thought you put the pineapple in.
No, so basically I went for the squid and krill one just to match the hatch to what we're using bait wise.
Fair enough. I thought you used the pineapple.
But this is what we're going to be using. So the left hand rod on your 3 rods, we're going to take a walk round. I know it's nice and gravelly there, so we can fish a nice short hook link over particle, because I know it's nice and hard bottom. We'll fish a small hook link, and that should do a bite. That normally does me bites, that rod. On this lake. The other 2 are going to go towards the island, so we will get the spod rod out and we'll have a go wrapping up. Because the lake here is only shallow, 4 foot deep, we'll keep the spod clipped up at the same as the fishing rods. If we was in deep water, there might be a discrepancy where I clip the spod rod shorter depending on the depth of water I'm in,
because it's sprayed.
and distance and everything else. Where there's undertow, places like that, deeper lakes, but on here we don't need to worry. We can just clip up at the same as the fishing rods.
And the short hook length is because it's non-firm ground.
Because the bottom's firm where we're going to be fishing.
It's not going to sink.
It's not going to sink in, penetrate into any soft sediment on the bottom. If we was fishing over soft bottom, we'd make the hook length slightly longer, and that's to allow for anything that's going to sink and penetrate into that soft substrate. So yeah, so that's the bait we're going to be using, like that. That's exactly what we're going to be putting out with a spod and by hand on the left hand rod. Right, happy days. We'll get on to sorting some rigs out now. Yeah? Happy with that? We're going to be using the Ronnies today, but we're going to sort of turn them into a turbo German rig. And by doing that, what we're doing is to turn this into a turbo German rig, because we're going to be using a wafter with it. There's nothing wrong with using a wafter with a Ronnie rig.
Yeah, that's what I was using.
You can use it, but my personal preference, what I do is, see the ring here? That ring gets cut off with these. I cut it off like that, so it ends up like one of these with no ring on. See how it's not got the ring on?
That's so it doesn't spin round.
Yeah, so I'll show you that now. So now pretend that one was this one and we've cut it off. We've got that. The reason I cut the ring off when I'm using a wafter with a Ronnie and I turn it into a turbo German is because you imagine, if you was using this with a pop-up, okay, so we'll put it on here to show you. If you're using a pop-up, it's no problem, because the metal components, the pop-up keeps them away from each other. I'll show you exactly what I mean now and you'll get it. Like I said, there is nothing wrong with using a wafter without cutting this off. But I've had...
just a little bit.
Yeah, I've had personal experiences where what I'm about to show you has happened. So if you're using a pop-up with it, it's these metal components here, are away from here, okay?
Yeah, because it's getting pulled up.
Because it's getting pulled up, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're using a wafter,
I'm fine.
if you're using a wafter with it, and obviously, you know, like I said, there is no problem with doing it that way. But look, it can land in a pile like this.
Yeah.
It can land back on itself. So by taking off the ring off the swivel to use it with a wafter, you're taking all of that out of the equation basically. It's more stiff if you pull that right down.
It's just a little quick change on the thing you put on that.
Yeah, so on the bottom of this is
yeah.
So straight on there.
Does that come with it?
Straight on the boom. Now you buy the boom separately to the like the hook coming a little.
Yeah,
so,
but does that thing there
quick change
come
bit?
with it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a quick change, so you can change your hooks really fast, and that's the beauty with the Ronnie rig.
And that you're saying is, does that come when you buy the boom, the little quick change?
Yeah, that's on it.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is to make it to simplify everything for you. Is if you wanted to now start using Ronnies, in my opinion, these are the best ones to use, and these are also the best with the dog bone sinker on. Now, we've talked through that now, how I'd fish them. So I'm going to I've cut off here the ring off the swivel, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that ready. Now what we'll do, we'll go through what you was asking me about putting it on. Have you not used bait floss before?
Not much, no.
Have you?
No.
No. So basically you want to cut a piece of bait floss off. I like to just make sure I've got enough. So cut off several inches. Yeah? Several inches. And then what we want to do is get, in this case we're using a wafter, 15mm. I've not got my splicing needle, should have it, it's over there, but my braid needle, but it's okay. We want to fold this in half like this, yeah? Put it through here. So we're going to get one, we've cut that off as we said. We want to put it through the swivel. It's really simple to do. Through the swivel.
Doesn't matter which way it goes.
Don't matter, so you're going to end up with it the same length through the swivel like that, yeah? Simple as that. And we've turned it over between your fingers. I'm using the gate here, I shouldn't really be using this one, but I'm being lazy. Put the gate over, slide the boiler down, slide it on, and then just pull it tight, so just to about there. Yeah, you see how you've still got one half of the swivel showing? Yeah. Then what I do is, dead simple, few overhand knots, like this. Just tie a few over.
Just like a lace knot that you know you're trying to
Yeah. Overhand knot, lace knot, like your dad said. Just 3 times usually. I've got big silly fingers, me, so.
I think we struggle with the tying and stuff, with, you know, because the ADHD and all. So sometimes you get a bit. I don't know if you get that
coordination
bit,
a little bit.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't. It's because I've got big, stupid thumbnails. So when you got it like this, cut it off so it's got around an inch left, like that, and then lighter. Want to put that all the way down so it makes a little blob. Use the side of the lighter and just blob that on like that, yeah? So in a few steps we put the bait floss through the swivel so it's the same length. You've got the pop up or wafter on the bait needle. You hook it through the gate on the needle, pull it down, pull it tight on, so you've got one half of the swivel showing, because you don't want to compromise the job of what the swivel's doing. If we pull that too tight to the shank of the hook, it's going to stop it moving and giving it that rotation. Okay, so yeah, so that's that. And then literally cut it to an inch, burn it, blob it down with the edge of the lighter, and that is good to go. Now what we're going to be doing with this session, we're going to be fishing to the spot over the bait, but we're going to be incorporating small mesh bags of pellet, just micro pellet or 4 bait stringers. Now has anyone ever showed you how to do a 4 bait stringer?
Not a 4 bait.
With tape, with PVA tape, I do them.
No.
So we'll get 4 baits there. Let me just get the tape. So
I've got PVA mesh bags of pellets made up.
Okay. Again, around several inches. Cut that off. It's very similar to what we was doing with the bait floss when it comes to threading it on.
Okay.
If we thread a few boilies onto here, put 3 on, we get this. Give it a little turn in your fingers. Yeah.
It's exactly the same, isn't it? Yeah.
through the gate, pull that down, turn it upside down, straight through like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Pull it off the gate, and then you can got a little hole at the top, onto the hook, turn it upside down, pull that tight, and you've got a nice free bait stringer there now.
So you're guaranteed to have something around.
So you've got something there. But then, it's very rare you'll catch me casting into a lake with no PVA foam. Now this does...
We've got a big bag of it in the car.
Yeah, well this does really important jobs. When you're fishing into a soft substrate and you're casting in, you want this to pop up to the surface, and that tells you that your rig's not landed in a mess or tangled, because this wouldn't pop up otherwise, basically. So when this comes up, you know you're fishing. Secondly, you can use it as a marker to chuck things over. So I just lick it in the middle, squeeze it, and literally slide it on like this, and just squeeze it like that. Yeah. This wants to be able to come off, okay? So
you don't want to I
don't want to overdo it, because I want this to pop up to the surface. And yeah, that's how we're going to be fishing them. So we'll put that.
To cut that down, or
yeah, that's going to get cut down.
I wasn't sure if you just left it on.
And that'll be absolutely perfect. I cast them out like this to 80, 90 yards without any problem, and that's exactly how we're going to be fishing it. The coloration's slightly different, but we don't need to worry about that. Now, one thing I do when I'm fishing over like a clay lake bed or whatever, I do try to match the coloration of the hook bait to what I'm fishing over as well. Right, that's that. So yeah, we're finished with that. We'll get on to the next thing. Yeah. Down, mate. So I don't know how much of it you've done before, but you don't matter what side you start. I tend to start at my my left all the time. So we're going to go 10 3/4 wraps, okay? And when you're doing it, if you just imagine it, if you was writing the number 8.
Yeah, figure 8.
Yeah, so figure of 8. That's how I think of it. So we're going to go 10 3/4 wraps, yeah? I'll do it nice and slow so we can see. So 10 3/4, so there, just stop it with my finger on the spool there. 10 3/4, yeah. And I clip it twice, me.
Yeah, same as
So I don't just clip it once. Some people just clip it once. I go around twice just to make sure it doesn't pop out.
Yeah.
Some of the reels you use, it can just pop out. And that is going to be ready for us to go. So next thing we've got to do, lads, is walk round. We're going to get a bit of baiting on the swim, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, when we're spomming, clipping up and casting out, you always want to make a spot. So what I do is, on the peg, where I'm going to stand for every single cast I do in that, in that session, I'll make a little area where I clean it off, and that gives me an area to stand. So that's my datum. That's my datum for where I'm going to do everything. Some people will start casting from here, spomming from 3 foot that way. Them kind of discrepancies makes a massive difference. So yeah, so do you see up from the aerator, we've got the 2 small bushes. We're going to sort of aim to the second one. Yeah. So that's absolutely bob on where I've landed it there.
Are you able to feel the lead on them?
So when it comes to feeling the lead down in shallow water, it is possible to do, but it's really hard, because the time the lead has hit the water, it's already at the bottom. So it is hard, but it is possible. I wouldn't say it's so possible when you're just starting out like yourselves, but it is possible to do. Also, because we're fishing over gravel there, I'm not too fussed, but if I was fishing further into this lake, for example, I know it's a lot more softer bottom out there. So as the lead hits the water, sometimes I just pull it back, and that's to take the velocity out of the cast. So it flutters down a lot softer and sits over the bottom. Joe?
What is it? That sounds really silly. What is it you're feeling? You just like...
So feel it
I know it's
when
quite difficult.
when you feel the lead down. Do you mean?
Yeah.
You're feeling for a good old donk, as we call it, and that is basically. So if I cast this out now into open water, basically we're feeling for a donk, and that's going to indicate to us how hard the substrate is. Yeah, I got a donk then. I got a nice donk. The optimum height you want.
It's like you just feel a little.
Yeah, you just feel a donk. If you're on a really hard bottom, it's the harder the bottom and the deeper the lake, the easier it is going to be to feel a drop.
Proper.
Yeah, the shallower the lake and the softer the bottom, the harder it's going to be to feel. But I felt a good donk then. It really is quite imperative to feel, even if you're fishing out the bait boat, like we'll cover later on, because you do want to use the boat to put a couple of rods out, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll talk you through things. People might just say, oh well, you're fishing in a boat, it don't matter, but I still feel the lead down out of a boat.
Yeah.
And also there's a couple of other bits and bats I can show you to get the absolute most out of using your bait boat. Because we're fishing tight up to the margin, we can't be using a slack line, and that's because the fishing can only go certain directions. If we're fishing a slack line in this situation and the fish comes towards us and we're fishing a slack line, we're going to have no indication whatsoever. So this is a scenario where you want the bobbin really tight to the rod, because one single beat, fishing over to a margin or a snag, one single beat can be a bite. Okay, so we need instant, accurate indication.
Open water, you can fish it slack.
If you're fishing into open water, anything up to 60 yards, 70 yards, I'll fish a slack line. It depends what fishing situation I'm in. If I'm fishing up to any kind of snag, any kind of island, anywhere where the fish, if you're fishing close in the margin, you can fish a slack line because the fish is only going to go one way. If you're fishing tight to an island, the fish can come towards you. If you've got a slack line, if you've got a slack line and the fish comes towards you, you're going to have no indication. The fish could kite left, kite right, you won't have a clue. So yeah, we're going to fish tight line on that one with the bobbin tight to the rod. So we'll take all the slack out of that now. Want instant indication on that. So there. So that one.
Top right.
Yeah, so that's all set, that one now. Yeah, that's what that one's all set. What we want to do first, when you're using the bait boat, some people do it the opposite way round, and I don't really get why they do that, but we want to go in with the whatever your loose feed you're putting in the boat. We want to go with that in first, yeah? So we'll fill that up.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah. So we'll fill that up first, and what this does is, right, I'll lower the rod down to me now. Sort of stand back. So what this does is, when this comes out of the boat, although we're using foam for a reason, even when we're dropping out of the boat, we don't want the hook point to catch any of these big baits on the way down to the lake bed and mask the hook point. So always use a piece of foam, and then also I put this on top so the loose feed falls through the water layers first. Even though that's obviously heavier, that comes out first, and that's how I have it. So we'll flip that back over now. Right, turn her on. Right. Okay. The good thing is about this Intrepid one that you bought is it goes through the top like this. Instead of having to mess around going underneath.
I've seen them,
So that's on there, that's in.
Is it where taking the bail arm off so it doesn't pull it down?
Yeah, we want the bail arm off, so bail arm's off. So I'll put this in the water, then I'll grab the rod to show you how we get it out there with a nice tight line and put that in water. Right. So, because you can do this with one hand, finger on this one here. Right, so we need to make sure we go around this line first, so we don't snag it up, So I put it as it. Yeah, I tried to go over it and it caught it. It's alright, it'll come off. Go a bit further out, eh? What's probably happened is it was stuck on a bit of something in the water, like a leaf or something. Right, so we'll get it straight now.
quick, that, isn't it?
Right, we're going to have to do this as the thing on. So, got it in one hand now, line down, sink it as you go, yeah?
Yeah.
Straight to the spot. So I'm feathering it, see how I'm feathering it with my finger?
Yeah.
We'll get it right tight underneath that, to the left there. Pretty quick. So just on the edge of there, because I want it to get it at the bottom of the drop off the island.
Yeah.
So we'll go about there. There's a boss, yeah? Right, so now I've stopped it with my finger, yeah?
Yeah.
The release button here, I've got it tight now. Release button. Bang. Feathered down. We've got a nice donk. We're fishing on a nice clean surface there on the lake bed. So do you want to bring that one back in, buddy, while I sink the line on this? But yeah, always feel the lead down. Even though you're fishing with a boat, you always want to be feeling the lead down.
Okay.
You don't see a lot of people doing it. You see people just putting the boat out and they don't bother to feel it down. But that's exactly perfect for how we've just done it. Let me just do this and then I'll get it for you.
Yeah, I just wanted to hit that line again.
Yeah. I thought I'd gone over it, but it's
Not that we have hit a line, by the way.
So we're down at the estate lake in the West Midlands, and we've got Evan and Darren. They've travelled down from the northwest to meet me here for 24-hour tuition, and we've been going for a couple of hours now.
Yeah.
We've got a few things they wanted to, you know, get into and learn a little bit more about. We've got through that stuff, but as the session progresses, we will get through a load more stuff. We've managed to get the rods out now. I've told them, you know, it's height of summer. It's not the best conditions for fishing, so I can't promise them we'll catch fish, but what I do promise is we'll jam pack it full of tips, tricks and techniques what they can implement into their own fishing going forward. So are you ready to try and catch some fish, boys?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Hopefully we can get a few bites and we can get them on camera. I've got 3 rods out as well, but it's not for me really, it's for the lads, so we can try and maximise the session and get as many bites as we can. Now, there was 4 lads on here on a lake exclusive before we rocked up, and they didn't manage a fish in 3 nights between all of them, so it's not the easiest conditions. We've just got to make the best of it, but we will try our very best. Happy days, lads. So we cast over, didn't we, to this spot here. So what we're going to do, we're not going to fish it tight because there's quite a lot of fish in here and they do compete for the bait. We're going to scatter this in. We're going to give it a bit of a scatter in.
Come into the area.
If they do come into the area, you know, we can keep them there for longer, and we will pick a bite up. But this rod really does do a bite normally for myself. So a little scattering in the area like that. Some mixed size pellets, and it'll keep them grubbing around for a little bit, resulting in them being in the area for longer basically, and us getting a pickup. Yeah, so that's perfect. We're all gravel here, so we know we've got a well presented rig, and we've got a now nice spread of pellet over the top. So hopefully that does a bite later on for us. Yeah?
Yeah.
Happy days. Come on now, let's get the last rod done, boys. The water, it's good to have the waders ready, so if you do get a fish you can jump straight into them. So the way I have them is pulled right down over the welly, so both sides pulled over like this. So you have them like that, because these are new, so like this. So we've got one like that, and there's a little trick I actually do to keep them open. So at night time when you run out, obviously I'm always on my own, so I've got no one to, like, you know, help me, but there's 2 of you so you can give each other a hand. So if you pull them over like this, yeah, so they're exposed like that, keep them ready around like that. Obviously you have these clipped up,
yeah,
ready just to go on, and literally next to your rods, as soon as you get a fish on, you can just slip your shoes off, just get straight into them like that. Yeah, that's always going to be set up ready instead of trying to get them up. That's how you set the waders ready.
You wouldn't necessarily jump straight in them, but if you need to,
to get in them, you know, or you're in a situation where you know you're going to need to get in them when you've got a fish on straight away, get in them at the earliest convenience. And then when it's shallow like this, when you've got real shallow water in front of you, it's best to go out slightly to land the fish.
Okay.
When the fish is in shallow water and you're playing it, you know, the fish is going low towards the deck and it can easily, you know, spit the hook by going against the bottom. So it's always good to have the waders ready, and you're always ready to get in them. Exactly like that. Happy days. Come on, Evan, take your time, buddy. Well, we've got one on. The left-hand rod's done a bite, and I really want Evan to get this one in. I really do. We put some bait out on the spot. We got a rig onto it, and yeah, the rod's peeled off, and young Evan's into a fish. I'm absolutely desperate for him to land this one. Take your time, buddy. Take your time, my mate. Don't give it too much slack. Just have it a set enough so if it really wants to go, it can. Okay? Yeah, come on, take your time. Take your time. I'm going to go out, so don't give it too much, just so if it wants to go, it can go. Right, keep the rod on get the rod on the side now to try and apply some pressure because it's going down to this side. Yeah, you're alright, just keep some applying pressure, not too much though. We don't want to pull the hook out the fish's mouth. That's perfect what you're doing, mate. Where you can gain some line back, do. But don't go too hard on it, okay? Yeah. It's coming back this way now because of the way you're playing the rod. The fish is going the opposite way, which is perfect. Go on, lad. Not too much thingy, mate. Just have it set so it can take line when it needs to, when it really needs to. Try and get the rod high now, yeah? Oh. Come on, buddy. Come on. Go on, mate, it's alright. Try and gain a little bit of line now. He's coming towards me. Right, it's a nice one. It's a nice one, and we got him. Get in that net, Evan. Yes. Come on. Get in, lad. Come on, lad. I need you to slide the net out from under the fish, but when we're sliding it out, we always go away from its pecs, okay? Yeah. So, because obviously if we slide the net out this way, it can get caught on its pecs, so we always go this way, yeah? So when I lift the fish now, you pull the net that way, away from its head all the times. Yeah? Yeah. There we go, mate. Set that back. Stick that to one side. Right.
Hey! Thanks a lot.
Let's get this zip back up now. Then we can weigh it.
So
we've got enough water for in a minute, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. There, mate. Just get yours.
So how much is this weigh?
Well, I'll sort that out in a minute. I'll sort it out in a minute, mate. I'll find out for you in a minute. Well, absolutely fantastic. We got the rod to the left-hand margin, put some bait out, and young Evan here has banked this one just under £20. Are you buzzing, mate?
Yeah, amazing.
Absolutely fantastic, especially when the lads before us managed no bites in, no fish in a few days, and young Evan here, we've got it on the spot. We've got some bait out and absolutely buzzing. Fantastic. Can you get the fish a little bit higher, buddy? Happy days. Look at that one. Fantastic, Evan. Well done, mate. We'll get this one back and hopefully we can get another one, yeah? Yep. Fantastic. Get it up. Well, mate, absolutely buzzing for you with that one. Oh, you still got her? Yep. Right, go on then. It's all right, mate. They love her a little wriggle about. Get your hands right underneath her. Get her up. There you go, mate. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Happy days. You buzzing? Get in, lad. We'll get the rod back out, yeah? Well, I'm absolutely buzzing for heaven. I picked a spot, we went and put some bait in, found a nice clean gravelly area. We chose the rig that we wanted to deploy. An hour or two in, it's ripped off and he's got a fish just under 20 pound. He's absolutely buzzing, his dad's buzzing, I'm buzzing. Takes the pressure off me a little bit as well on the tuition. And yeah, I mean, the lads before us, as I said earlier, they didn't manage any fish in 3 nights between 4 of them. We've rocked up with a game plan, and the estate lake's been kind to me once again. I've got a bit of a knack on this place. I don't know what it is, it's probably just luck. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for heaven. So buzzing. Yeah, hopefully we can get a couple more as the day goes on and into the night. Getting some spoms onto the spot, Darren and Evan, and done really well. Darren's just put a few right on the money on that right hand rod just off the island, and Evan also got a couple really nicely onto the spot. So that's going to be set now for this afternoon into the evening. We'll probably get a few more spoms out just before dark tonight, just to top the area up. There's a lot of silverfish present at the moment, so you happy with that now, mate?
Yeah.
Happy days, you happy? All good?
Getting there.
We've slipped that fish back earlier on, so everyone's buzzing about that one. And yeah, we'll see what the day and the night brings. Beautiful down there. Well, the left hand rod's ripped off and we're into another one. Do you want to get me the net ready, mate, down here? We'll try and land it in front of there.
Yeah,
At this point now,
yeah,
completely swing the rod round the other way.
yeah.
So you're going that way
Yeah,
now,
fine,
because you're
yeah.
controlling where it's going. So side on again like you was.
Yeah.
This one might go over.
Like that, mate. A little bit of what
So
show?
go on completely onto the side like you was, so the rod's pointing that way.
Oh, okay, I can't get it.
Now.
Right.
And then we've got so that basically what we're doing, we're controlling where the fish is going.
Okay.
It's going right down there now. You have to take some line back now, mate. Keep reeling hard and cranking as much as you can, and then it's going right into. So it's going right. Do you want me to take the rod down the front of the reeds?
Yeah, I don't. Is it caught?
That's it, what?
Are you alright?
Yeah, you're good, mate. Keep cranking down, getting line back.
Yeah.
That's it, it's coming back into open water now, mate. So when we sort of get it in front of you here, you want to bring the rod up into the air when you get it sort of here. You're alright. See, it's really shallow here, so I don't want it to come off. Right.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, but give it some. Yeah, that's fine, mate. But
Yeah.
we need to try and direct it into here now. Turn the rod and get its head turned. So over my head now. Get the rod up in the air now. Try and get the rod up high now and we can turn its head. And it's set the clutch set so it can take it into. That's it, mate. Really high up now, Darren.
Yeah.
That's it. As soon as it turns its head, we'll have it.
Alright.
It's alright, no, don't worry about me. I'm landing it out here because it's so shallow, mate. As soon as it turns its head next time, mate, it's ours, that. nice one. Bit of pressure now when it's going to be ours. Yes mate, nice one.
Nice.
Get in lad.
I've got a photo of that.
Another mirror. A bit smaller than yours mate, but nice fish. What we'll do mate,
Nice.
just bite the leader off, that's the easiest thing to do. You just reel that in now mate, stand it up on just at the side. Oh, it's a nice one.
Nice.
Bit smaller than the lads, but happy days.
Got to reel the whole thing in.
Yeah, just reel all the line just to the top eye or whatever, it don't matter, that's fine. You just click the button on the top of the GoPro once, mate, on the top. Well, not long after returning that first fish, another rod's bust off, and Darren's got himself one as well. That's one apiece now. Can you just lift it a little bit higher, Darren? Thank you, mate. Darren's into one now, and that's both of them off the mark. The tactics are working. The tactics we're trying to implement are definitely working. Are you happy with that one, mate?
I'm very happy.
If you wasn't getting splashed.
Yeah.
Shall I try and get her up one more time?
Yeah.
Happy days. Right, it's very hot, so we're going to slip this one back in fast style. So yeah, happy days. Well done, Darren.
Thank you.
Well, just before the sun goes down, the left-hand rod ripped off again. I rinse one, get that rod up, mate. And then start to try and... Oh, another mirror. Start trying to walk back a little bit with the rod up. That's it, pal. That's it, try and control it. Start walking back a little bit, bud. That's it, mate, perfect. Carry on, kidder. Go on, mate, a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, get in. Well done, Evan. Happy days, mate. Buzzing. It's alright. Well, just on dark, and the rod's torn off again. And another lovely one for Evan. You happy, bud?
Yeah.
Fantastic fish, mate. At long distance, this one over 100 yards. And Evan's got another one in the bag. We're going to be going into the night very shortly, so we're going to get this rod back out. And yeah, hopefully there's a few more to come. Happy days, Evan. Nice one. Look at that. Perfect. Well, good morning. I've just checked in with the lads, Darren and Evan. Bit quiet through the night, but listen, we can't complain. You know, when we rocked up to the tuition yesterday morning and they met me down here, you know, I had a good chat with the lads that was just pulling off the lake, and you know, they were telling me it was really hard going and they didn't manage a bite in 3 nights between 4 of them. So yesterday we had a good few bites, 20-pounders, so the lads are buzzing, and off the back of that, you know, that means we've done really well. I'm hoping for one more bite this morning. I've got to pull off in a couple of hours. The session will be over. The lads are going to stay on and do another 24 on their own and try and implement some of the stuff that I've learnt them into the fishing for the final night. I'm going to head off from here and go and do another few nights, some proper fishing on my own. And yeah, hopefully the lads can have another fish this morning. So, you know, it's been a blast. Really good lads. They've listened to everything that I've said. And yeah, we have managed fish, which is the most important thing. Yeah, happy days. I'm gonna just sit back now for the last hour. I've packed down, I'm ready to load up and get myself on the road to the next venue. And yeah, let's just enjoy the last hour, have a chat with Darren, his son, and his wife Helen, and get on the road. Happy days. Right lads, have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, it's been really good.
We've had a few, managed a few fish,
Got a
haven't we?
couple in, yeah.
So I've got a bag of these nuts for you.
Oh, brilliant, thank you very much.
And a bag for you, mate.
Thank you.
And then some hook baits for you to use, different pop-ups and wafters, I think.
Yeah,
You
brilliant.
can just use them in your fishing. You know, using the same rigs that we've been discussing, the Ronnies and the German rigs and whatever you want to use them on, yeah?
Spot on them, yeah, thank you very much.
You're going to do another 24 hours
We
when I go.
yeah, see if we can catch a couple more.
Try and implement some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Are you going to use the bait boat, did you say?
I think so, yeah. I don't know if you're going to use it or
No,
not.
I
And Gavin's going to do the casting, what you've been practicing and that.
Happy days. Well, I've really enjoyed it. Enjoyed watching you both catch the fish that you caught. I know it particularly made you happy, didn't it?
Yeah.
Especially that 20-pounder that you had.
Yeah.
Happy days, lads. Absolutely fantastic.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
No problem. If you would like to book one of these beginner or novice tuitions with myself, then head over to my Facebook page, Tom's Carp Fishing Journey, or drop me an email at tomscarpfishingjourney@hotmail.com. Alternatively, you can just drop a comment on the video and I will get back to you. The fishing prices vary from 24 hours to 48 hours, whatever you want to do. It includes all terminal tackle, all bait from my sponsor Specimen Cave, and obviously includes the price of the lake that we're fishing on. So yeah, this one's been a blast. And yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you when we're catching and chasing more carp next time.